We talk a lot about keeping our hair stylish. I'm talking about the ladies, but men want to look good too, and they need to have their hair cut as well. We have Heidi with us, the owner of Men's Hair World, to talk about styling men's hair and what they need to look for. Heidi, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
First, I just want to start on the fact that there seems to be more businesses that are focused just on men looking good. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, as we have sort of come forward in our fashion, and we have noticed that there is sort of a lack on men feeling comfortable in their skin and who they are and where they are. And a lot of times they feel more comfortable coming into a more man-centric environment.
That makes sense, because sometimes some of the salons that I go to are very kind of girly.
Yes.
They smell like women, and it's just a bunch of, you know, women in foils and stuff like that. So I could see how that might be a little intimidating. Okay, so we're going to get some actual advice on a real human being here. We have our new producer, Cordell, is here. He's agreed to be our hair model for the day. So I guess also you're going to talk a little bit about some of the hair products, because, you know, men don't often think about the fact that they need or can use hair products. What are some of the basics that you would start with for a guy?
Basics, you know, shampoo, conditioner, comb, brush. Those are all things that everybody knows.
Yep.
But a lot of the times when a guy brings in a picture of this actor or that singer, they don't realize that there's actually a lot more that goes into the style, as far as blow drying it or adding ways to keep it or even restyle it through the day. And there are many, many different options. You can do a gel, which will get hard. You can do a fiber or a cream, which are usually more white and thick. A pomade if you like a lot of shine with your style. But there's also been a lot of trend towards styling of the beards, as men have grown in their beards and they've gotten longer. Oils to keep them soft, because nobody likes a bristly beard. And more of a pomade in order to smooth it down the same way that you would straighten up your hair. You can straighten up your beard. They also are starting to come out with heated combs, so men with incredibly curly beards can straighten them out, make them longer.
I had no idea that men had to think about all of this stuff too. I thought it was just tough being a woman. Okay, and I love the idea. Men bring in pictures? I thought it was just
all
women.
the time. Usually it's on their phone, but yep, they bring in lots of pictures.
Okay, so what are the most popular hair trends for men right now?
This time of year, you know, beginning as it is getting towards winter and getting colder, the fades are getting a little lower. The length is getting a little longer. It's more blended, less like the Macklemore like I have, and more of the Chris Hemsworth and Ryan Reynolds drop fades, because even 1/4 of an inch of hair actually keeps you quite a bit warmer.
Interesting. Okay, so what would you do with Cordell to give him a little juju there with his...
Well, with Cordell, you know, he has such a nice shine to his hair, and it is very healthy. So I would go more of a matte or a medium shine with him. Something more like this, where it's a creamy texture. And you don't need a lot. I usually use a little bit more than a pea, maybe a lima bean worth.
Okay, that's a good example, about a pea.
And you want to put it on your fingertips versus being all the way on your hands. And with Cordell, you want to start in the back where that cowlick is. Everybody's got one, it's just where and how bad. And you want to work it, kind of rock that product, and you can rub your hands together to even it out through your hair. And then once it's all in there and he's looking crazy, then we start moving it around and making him handsome. Do you want to go up? Are you going out and you want to be fun and messy? Or do you want to go more down and more business-like because, hey, I'm a producer? And then on the same, you can do an oil for the beard, which would soften it. But today we're actually going to use a little bit of a pomade for his beard. And this actually has a really great smell to it. It's like a chocolate cognac.
Okay, let me smell.
Yeah.
Okay. That does smell good.
So that is a nice thing with a lot of the men's products. You know, ladies' products, they smell girly. So you've got flowers and more perfumey. These are a little bit more musky.
Yeah, right, it does.
You know, I have a lot that smell of whiskey and woods and sandalwood, things of that nature.
So if he smells like whiskey tomorrow, he can just say it's
just his beard.
It's just his beard. I love it. Okay, and I like to point out too, though, although you have some different products, it didn't really take you that long.
Nope.
So guys don't have to think, well, I don't want to spend a lot of time in the bathroom. I mean, that was like not even a minute with each hardly.
Yep, that's all it takes.
So
And now he looks put together and ready to take on the world.
yeah, you know what? I actually can see the difference. I like it. So where are you guys located, and what else makes you different than some of the others?
We are located at 1801 45th Street South. We're right next to Meats by John and Wayne, right in that strip mall that's in front of Home Depot. We also do offer a free beer with every haircut. Now, of course, we do also require an ID with that, guys. And at the moment, we have 4 different kinds of beer.
Okay, well, I love it. Cordell, you're looking good. And hey, guys, head on in, ask some questions, get the right products, and don't feel intimidated. Heidi, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Fun to visit with you. We'll be right back.